Okay, hi, I'm back. We're going to discuss some harsh truths about nift that people don't talk about, and people think that this place is all like fantasy land, bling bling, and all that. Because if you're coming in with that expectation, I do not want you to be heartbroken or putting your money into a place that you don't even like. So, here are some truths about nift, starting with first. The girl boy ratio is way off. There is like 7 is to 1 in our campus. It might change every year with the more incoming boys, but the ratio is insane. Okay, there are like three hostels for girls now and just one for boys. So if that gives you any idea, and I think that applies pretty much all over the campuses. The girls are always more or high in number. So that one thing keep in mind if you're coming here for like crazy dating life and shit. Not on campus for most people. Few people find it for not for most people. Secondly, it is not all bling bling and fun and fashion and oh my god, events. No, there's a lot of hard work that goes into this place. There's a lot of hard work that you need to do to sustain here. This is not easy at all. People always think that designers kya hi karte hain, NIF people what do they do. Trust me, we do a lot. There are multiple vlogs on my channel that will give you a rough idea of what we do. There's a lot of dimag ghisao that you need to do. So please keep that in mind if you're coming here just for shits and giggles. To not waste your money or your parents' money for that, because by no means is NIF cheap, and that is something to keep in mind. The third and the most, like, this is the most serious one in my eyes, that NIFT is extremely expensive and there is not a lot of financial help from the campus or something. I mean, there is Sarthak and a few scholarships here and there, but there's not like a lot of financial support. So if you're someone who's from lower middle class or middle class, please keep that in mind. Like, use your resources very carefully. Try applying for Sarthak or whatever scholarship you can, but keep NIFT is crazy expensive. And there is not, like, this is for entire design field, not just our college. In fact, I think NIFT people, at least till now, get slightly more respect or preference in the industry. I think it's totally, I mean, it's not just about the title, because talent speaks louder than where you have been and what school you have been in. So keep that in mind. There's not a surety of you getting a job or like a very good position in the industry, even if you come out of NIFT, because that's how the industry is. There are multiple designers whose work gets stolen without credit and they don't get paid, and there are just so many horror stories. So don't come in thinking that, oh, now that I'm NIFT, I would definitely get a great job or I would definitely get a very high paying job. It is going to be a rat race. It's going to be crazy. And design industry people are pretty crazy. Like, your work gets stolen, your inspiration gets stolen, and so much. So keep that in mind. It's not easy once you are out of NIFT too. It's completely on you, your talent and your hard work and your, smart skills of how you get a job, where do you get a job, and all of that. That are some top 3 truths or whatever that to keep in mind, especially the industry one, because a lot of people get really disappointed once they get out of NIFT and don't get spoon fed. I mean, it's just a college, it's not a magic wand. I mean, it's gonna hurt, but that's the truth. So you gotta work hard. Get into what happens in the college, things to keep in mind, and I would take it year by year of what all are the major goals that happen. So in first year, there is foundation year is common for everyone, except BFT. They are slightly on a different path than us. There are no you're like exploring everything, learning the basic of everything. A lot of you learn that already in your design classes or whatever that you take, preparatory classes, or the institutes like BRDS and shit. You've already learned all of that, so it's just a revision of that and a few subjects that teach you what being a designer actually feels like and how to think like a designer, and these are all very important. They might feel bullshit at the time, but it is very important to learn all of these. In the first year itself, you'll understand that there are no boundaries, limitations to your exploration. You can go as wide or as small as you like. And that's a plus and a minus point depending on how you use it. So for me, it has been a plus till now, because like, you can explore so much more. Not just fashion. Your college is not just focused on fashion. We've made products, we've made services, we've made apps, we've done so much, it's crazy. So keep all of that in mind, that you're not just gonna study fashion here. Is there, you have this beautiful opportunity to explore and see so much. And for the most part, if you maintain a good rapport with your professors, they might help you with a lot. Have any limitations to what you can explore, but also keep in mind that nothing is spoon fed in college. You're in college. They would just introduce a topic to you and leave it up to you to explore, and however you want to explore and take ahead the subject however you want to. But keep in mind, deadlines are very strict, redos happen so very often, and it is not like a bad thing to demotivate you. It actually helps you to work in the industry and do better as a designer, because a lot of people do become designers but they don't know how to take rejection, and they don't know how to um, take criticism and move forward and create the design to be the best. Because at the end of the day, if you're becoming a mainstream designer, you're working for a client, you're working for a demographic, and if you cannot cater to the demographic in a way that they approve of it, you have failed as a designer, in my eyes. This is all my opinion, obviously. Keeping that in mind, the college, the bachelor's degree at least, helps you figure out your own design journey, because you're not just limited to your selected department. You can go out of your way and study different departments, and you have things like IDM and floating. Yeah, you have so many things. What is an IDM, you ask? That's like a minor. My minor is fashion communication. So everyone gets to select their own minors, things that they have interest in or they want to explore. That's like one opportunity to explore what else can you do as a designer except your chosen department. And all the labs are pretty much open for all the departments at all working times. You just sometimes need to get a permission. That depends every department to department, campus to campus. In Jodhpur, it's pretty open. You can try anything at any department with obvious permission of the faculty, and the junior assistants help you and everything. So yeah, it's not just, you're not just boxed or limited to that, and bachelor's is at the end for exploration, so keep that in mind. And also know your why before entering into design. It's just not nift is a cool name, I want to have this degree name on my CV resume. I don't know, because that's the shittiest reason to go in there, because you don't have a purpose, you don't have a drive, and that's just gonna you up so much. Because nift by no means is like a chill place. It gives you anxiety, it gives you depression, it gives you the best time of your life too. It's a roller coaster through and through. So know your why. Why are you learning designing? Why are you here? Um, for me, it's kind of clear that I want to help people and I want to learn how to create products. I have always been interested in making things from scratch and adding or subtracting to any product to make it better or worse. So I am here to learn how things are made, and I have my own future plans to use that information for my obviously success and shit. So know your why. And at the end of the day, keep in mind that nift, no big college, whatever, it's your talent, it's your hard work that's gonna take you places. And also, one thing to keep in mind, as I said, it's not just fun and all that, but also it is fun. It is so much fun living with people who have the same mind as you. I personally, when I entered NIFT like a week or two into, I was like shocked, insanely happy, culture shock. Because in my hometown here, there are not a lot of people who think like me, who understand my thoughts for the most part. But there, people get it. People were so opening, they celebrate everyone and everything. And that comes down to LGBTQ, bi, trans, whatever. People are very open to that. And honestly, even mental health, we are so casual about it. Like, yeah, bipolar, okay, happens. Autism, ADHD, every second person has it. Your entire campus is mentally ill, sort of. But that also helps you create a sense of community. And it's so fun to discuss your ideas and understand other people's perspective on designs. But don't be an ass who steals other people's design, because God has a special place in hell for you. So yeah, the community, the sense of community, the vibes are immaculate in my eyes. And I know the experience is different for everyone. I know a few pessimistic little bitches who will be like, oh my god, nift is the worst thing that ever happened. You came here by your choice. You can leave. Don't be a negative Nancy. But yeah, and even if nothing works out, but if you just have passion for your degree, it's gonna get you through, because it's not always rainbows and sunshines. And if you watch any of my vlogs, it's very obvious that there has been some dark times of me at NIF. But yeah, I would never ever exchange it for anything else, because I just love my work and my degree that much. I love what I'm learning. And that is the most important thing, because you're here to learn. And this is a special shout out to all the people who have been sending me out of just like whack odd shit. I do link my Instagram in the description today. Also, it's there. Also, the playlist for everything that I have made till now is also in the description. But people who send me odd shit, can you please stop? People who ask me about my love life, if I casually date, if I drink, if I smoke, and after saying no, that I don't want to answer these questions because these are too personal, you keep doing that. That's odd. That's whack. That's weird. Please don't do it. I'm happy to answer all your doubts and requests, because I would like to be the one person that helps. There are only so many on the platform. Only a few people talk about it, especially my campus NIFT, very NIFT Jodhpur. So little people talk about it. Most of them are Delhi or Mumbai. But the Jodhpur representation, guys. But yeah, stop sending whack odd shit like, how do you find boys? I will not be answering that, my love. Given that, if you have doubts about admissions, people, like, I don't know, things that are valid and not about my personal life, please do DM. I will help you out. I would love to help you out, and the comment section is always open. I answer within like 24 hours usually. Why did I say hours like that? But yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you learned a few things. I hope to see anyone who comes to NIF Jodhpur. And that is all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.